Okay, this is a class that I teach through the College of Education, and so the theme that I have chosen is in the College of Education. You'll notice that it has the red color font. That's part of the theme. The book icons and the lesson icons look a little bit different. They are also part of the theme and the forum. When I click on the book, it's going to bring up the book feature that we've been using in our Next Tide. You'll notice that the theme for this book has a little icon with a checklist. There are 4 options as a designer, and I can choose objectives as one of the options. I'll show you that later. But when you choose objectives, it gives you this block with the line and the little icon and the learning objectives. I type in everything here. The theme font is black here and a dark gray here. When I move to a regular page in the book, I can have the choice of an assignment, and it looks like this with a little text. You'll also notice that I have a call-out box here that is shadowed. I can put the call-out boxes either in the right-hand corner or across the bottom. This is a different type of call-out box. You'll notice that it's shaded gray in the background. We have the option of call-out 1 and call-out 2, and then I can do a call-out box across the bottom, and there are 2 different options for that as well. So I have chosen to put a call-out box across the bottom here. And this functions, as you can see, this is a regular page, and so it only has the box across the top, but there are no icons anymore. The icons, as I said before, that you see in the objectives, this icon or my definition, defining standards, those icons are part of the theme that I have set. If I go back to the main page, you'll notice that this is by date. That is an option that I have. I can make these by topic or by date. For Next Tide, we've been doing them by topic. You'll also notice that the titles can be linked. They can also be so they're linked in red or they're in gray if they're unlinked. And we have the option to change the fonts there. For the lesson feature, you'll notice that the icon is slightly different. It's a little bit more colorful in this particular theme. It still has the 3 blocks. And I can edit this, but essentially this is a preview of what it looks like from the student perspective. And when I edit it, it looks just like all the others. I can add a new page, move pages around. And so when I edit this, I do have the what you see is what you get keyboard. I can change, you see I have a lot more options for the presets, but then I can also change my font style and my font size. And there are several more options than we currently have with our editor. We can select a text color here. I can select a background color, can clean up any messy code. It has a copy and paste as plain text, which is very handy. I can add an audio recording for the students. So anyway, this particular editing feature has a lot more options for the teacher and for the designer. Now, the forum is very similar, it just has a different icon. So these are all things that we already have. As far as from the editing point of view, these boxes I have complete control over, and as designers we have control over these in NextTide, so I'm not overly concerned about this. NextTide can decide, as a group we can decide what boxes are going to be defaulted, and as designers we can place them to the left or to the right, so that these are just HTML boxes that we've already been working with. As far as what this looks like from the student point of view, I'm going to just go to the student, flip it to the student role. You'll see that it looks very similar. Again, as a designer, I can control what kind of boxes people see. When I click on the book, what they see are the table of contents here, and they move through it just like what you saw from the teacher perspective. And then the lesson format looks like this. This black line that goes around it is part of the theme. So I'm going to return to my normal role and just show you what this course would look like if I changed themes. So I'm going to edit my settings and go to well, let me first start with the course format. So here are the options, and we have these in for NextTide too. Like I said, we have chosen the topics format, which I think is a good choice for the NextTide mission. So as far as the theme, the way that we change our theme is we have to go in to our Wolfware that Shay explained before. So I can choose NC State themes, and they have the gray or the wolves. And so you can see how by changing the theme, it's going to change the look. We can go by programs. So perhaps I want to try the online MBA, or maybe Parks and Rec. You can see how the banner across the top changes, but it's also going to change the font coloring. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at what it looks like from the editing perspective. So if I wanted to edit this page, you can see how I have options for the page title, custom title, subpage. These are all the things that we have with NextTide. What we don't have is the page type template. So this would be something that our template designers would want to include. The template allows you to have 5 different types of pages: an introduction, or learning objectives, basic, assignment, or summary. So these are going to change what the page looks like, whether it has a specific icon, etc. So the other part is it includes these blocks, and here's where I can add a block. And so for us, we have blocks that are for content or for objectives, or an activity wide, which is a solid bar. Activity narrow has a stripe, the call outs, and the assessments. And basically, these are the different options that we have. And so, like if I choose this one, it's going to show me over here what my page is going to look like. So if I add an assessment block, then it's going to show up down there. If I wanted to add a learning objectives block, then it's going to show up right here, and I can move those wherever I want around the page. And so what this does is it gives the book feature a better feel and makes it less like Moodle and more like a web page. So this is just a basic class. It has all the other features, the assignment features, forums, lessons, resources. These are all things that we have in next time.